A leading MEP has accused the European Union of breaking its own rules after an investigation claimed Luxembourg was operating as a tax haven. The Open Lux probe highlighted a number of serious weaknesses in Luxembourg and the bloc's anti-money laundering policies. An analysis of around 3 million documents from Luxembourg's online business register found that 80% of its private investment firms did not disclose who profits from them. The Transparency International campaign group claimed a significant number of Luxembourg-based funds appear to have failed to identify their owners as required by law. It was claimed that companies shift profits via Luxembourg and then onto tax havens in order to circumnavigate tax rules. German MEP Sven Giegold, finance spokesman for the EU Parliament's Green Bloc, accused the EU state was acting as a go-between for the bloc and tax havens. He called on Brussels to introduce even stricter laws to prevent the practice of shifting money around the bloc. Luxembourg's head-in-the-sand policy does nothing to end the damage caused by tax evasion and tax avoidance, Mr. Giegold said. Luxembourg acts as a go-between for European countries and tax havens around the world. Societies will continue to lose out on billions of euros in tax revenue so long as other countries act as tax havens without hindrance and tax transparency rules are not implemented across the EU. Luxembourg should draw consequences and change its tax system. These revelations expose the potential of public transparency registers, which the European Parliament has pushed through. The weakness of the transparency register lies in its piecemeal implementation. While Luxembourg's register is better than the transparency registers of many other EU states, this is not enough. We need the possibility to search the register for the beneficial owners of companies, and police and public prosecutors must be given electronic access to the register. Quote, "We shouldn't need a large group of investigative journalists to uncover such a scandal. We call on the Commission to take action against incomplete transparency registers across the EU with infringement procedures." David Zaccagni, co-founder of the Anti-Corruption Data Collective, said, "Beneficial ownership registries are a powerful tool for fighting corruption and money laundering. But they only work as intended when the data contained is complete and accurate. Not only should all natural persons publicly disclose their ownership stakes in companies, funds, and trusts, but verification mechanisms need to be put in place to ensure the integrity of this reporting." And Mara Martini, research and policy expert at Transparency International, added, "The person who benefits from an investment fund is the person whose assets are under that fund's management. It does not make sense for the definition of a beneficial owner to only include certain shareholders or the person making investment decisions." The EU and Luxembourg authorities need to close this loophole, which allows politically exposed persons to hide their assets and potentially launder illicit funds. The EU has introduced a series of tax transparency laws, but many member states are yet to fully implement them. Germany has been blocking country-by-country transparent tax filing for years. The European Commission estimates the losses for the state coffers of the other member states at up to €70 billion each year. In most cases, tax avoidance is perfectly legal because states undercut each other as they compete for investment. In a statement, Luxembourg said, "The government takes note of the publication of a series of articles in the international press concerning alleged shortcomings in the Grand Duchy's anti-money laundering arrangements and refutes the various allegations." The authors also make a number of unsubstantiated assertions about the Luxembourg economy and the financial center.